Okay, what?
You're editing that out, right?
No.
Dang it!
Hashtag Mitchell channel is a pterodactyl confirmed.
Hey guys, Mitchell back for a brand new video. Today we are finally back on the channel, where today, guys, we have a super special guest, SPI Ninja.
SPI Ninjago! Yeah, I just did my intro there.
Yeah, he's on an awesome channel. I will leave his latest video in the description below. Because I don't know how to link their channels, but you know, I'm kind of fat, so you know I don't really care. Okay, but guys, getting
You're
straight
not
into
fat,
it.
though.
Okay, so today we have one ginormous topic, and
It's called hot. The hot topic. Get it? Hot topic?
The hot topic. Oh, that's
Hands of Time topic, hot topic. Okay.
Alright. In all seriousness.
Okay, so we've already seen Hands of Time episodes 65 through 69, right? So, one thing is we're kind of wondering what's exactly going to happen within the next 5 episodes. So that's mainly what we're going to be talking about in this video. So Mitchell, do you have any thoughts?
Well, before we get into the thoughts, SPI just told me this like a second ago. Like, not a second ago, but like, okay, who cares? So Tommy Andresen on Twitter is like, he reveals a lot of stuff about the new seasons and stuff. And there's one thing that SPI told me about, and that someone asked Tommy Andresen, is ending going to be tragic? And then Tommy Andresen replied, yes. Like, yes, it will be tragic. And then he said stuff like this weird time stuff, I don't know.
Past and futures lost. Yeah,
like, does that mean a dead ninja, or...
I don't know.
Because...
They could totally screw up the timeline.
Here's my theory. So, someone asked Tommy Andresen a long time back, is Hands of Time going to be the last season? And then Tommy Andresen said Hands of Time had a sort of ending, but we wisely changed it. And then
I
was thinking to myself, does that mean that they killed off a ninja and like made it like, okay guys, it's the end of the team or something like that?
What if it was Wu, and then he saw my comment on hashtag Sensei Wu season?
Yes, because Wu has been thought to die.
And then he's like, oh, I could have a Sensei Wu season and kill him. I hope that's what happened. I want a Sensei Wu season, I'm sorry.
But then that explains maybe why the Hageman brothers, whenever they were in the interview with Brent Miller, when they answered SPI's question of, is there going to be a Zane season, why did I say Zane? Sensei Wu season, they said, like, they were kind of just like, I don't know, maybe. Like, they weren't really answering it. They were kind of, like, hiding something.
They said they hadn't thought about it.
Yeah. Why haven't they thought of that? And I think Wu might die. Because if it's tragic, everyone has heard that Sensei Wu is hurt, right? So...
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Because... You know, even Chilton, do you know Chilton? Do you know who Chilton is?
Isn't he like the Russian YouTuber?
Yeah, Russian Ninjago YouTuber. He told me in the comments of one of my videos about Sensei Wu dying, he said it's been confirmed that he's dying, and I was like, well, I don't really believe you. How did you know that? And he said, I translated some of the episodes, and you'll find out. And I was like, well, why haven't you uploaded them, Humboy? And, like, he didn't reply to me, but, like, he could, like, I trust Chilton. So that either might be a big spoiler or a lie.
I'm sorry, Chilton, but I hope it's a lie. Kill off Wu in his own season. That's what I've been saying.
So, alright, let's actually think about this, though. What are some of your thoughts for how Hands of Time will end, since now we know that it will be tragic?
So, this happens in a lot of movies, like, I think Terminator, I haven't watched all the Terminator movies, but I think, like, this happened in Terminator. I know it happened in X-Men, where, a character goes back in time, and they change the timeline so they can make more movies. What if that happened in Ninjago, where at the end, they change the timeline so they can make more seasons?
Oh.
I kind of
Like,
hope they don't do that, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious to see how that would go.
yeah, because it's Hands of Time, and we know for sure that it's going to be tragic. So one of the characters might like be ready to die. So then everyone turns back time.
We've kind of
I
already
feel
had that
like that's,
before with Skybound, Nia
yeah,
dying,
they
and
kind of already did that, which I feel like that would be too cheesy because they already did it. If it's tragic, they wouldn't turn back time to make them alive again. If it's tragic, I feel like it would be more than just Sensei Wu dying. It has to happen in a sad way. Like, you know how it's Zane dies?
yeah.
Time they don't reveal that they come back like 2 seconds later. Like, it could be a ninja, but at the same time, I doubt that because it's probably Sensei Wu.
Oh, I just thought of something. What if it's like in Possession, Moro was kind of like the tragic figure. What if it's one of the time twins? Like they eventually like turn good or something, like a Chronix or Crux, maybe. I don't know. And it's like
Yeah.
their past was lost. I don't know. Or it
But
could
again,
even be their parents, Kai and Nia's parents.
that's kind of cheesy, though. Like, I think a good ending would be, like, the ninja, like, use the, like, time portal from the Dawn of Iron Doom, and they use that to send the time twins back in Lost in Time.
Speaking of the Dawn of Iron Doom, that's one set that we have not seen at all in the show so far.
And this is what I'm thinking.
Most
I
of
have a
them,
theory.
too.
I've said this before a lot. Everyone knows that these Vermilion people have been stealing metal everywhere for some weird reason.
I think it's for that thing. It's clock.
For the Dawn of Iron Doom. Confirmed, not really confirmed, but like that's a really good theory of mine that I've been thinking of. Like I've told everyone that I've talked to, like it's got to be that. Why else would you steal metal?
What if they stole the celestial clock from the Dark Island to make that? Because I mean that is already an existing clock. That's like
it's more
ancient
of a portal than clock. Yeah, we're talking about the one in the Dawn of Iron Doom.
Okay, but the celestial clock, you could use like parts of that, and then it could make that. I don't know.
Well, it's not. It's more of a like the clock. It's not a portal really. Like I don't know why I'm saying portal. I don't know the word because like when you put a certain time blade on it. This is what I'm thinking. When you put a certain time blade on it, it goes back. Like let's just say you get the forward time blade. If you put it on that clock, the clock ticks forward fast and fast. So, you know how in the forward time blade, it just allows you to go forward in time, like,
a little bit.
5 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Like, but with this, it could actually turn time. It could actually make time go faster. Like, it could actually make time. Because the fast forward blade, it's really just making you go faster. But it's not really making time itself go faster.
So what I'm wondering, because in the Lego set they have all 4 of the time blades on at once, if you use all of them at once, what will it do? Will you just like stay in the present or something? Like, it doesn't make sense because you're using the one that makes you go backwards and the one that makes you go forwards at the same time, so that's like the present, but then also the pause one, and I forgot about one. What's that last one?
There is the slow-mo time.
Slow-mo, yeah.
But yeah, what would it do? Would it do all things at once? But that doesn't really make sense.
I don't know. I have a feeling though that they'll release what's it called? The reverse time blade within the last episodes because I feel like that's the most powerful one.
I think the most powerful one would be pause time.
Oh yeah, that too. Now that I think about it, yeah, that would be more powerful.
You know, because you can just get the pause time blade and go like.
You can kill everyone in Ninjago if you have that.
Yeah, you could literally end everything. Pausing time just seems so cool.
Yeah, that might not have been a smart move on Lego's part. I don't know. Let's see how they write this. I have a good idea. I'm not sure if they're actually going to make this, but what if they use all the time blades to go to the beginning of time and see like the first ninja, or not necessarily the beginning of time, but just like the beginning of time in Ninjago, like the first Ninjutsu master creating Ninjago, and you would finally get to see that.
Long before time had a name, Ninjago was created by the first Spinjitzu master. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Okay, so another thing that I want to bring up is we've already seen the Desert Lightning set a little bit, and we've seen 2 of the Time Blades, but we already talked about the other 2. Well, they might come in later or something, but like the sets, we haven't seen the Destiny's Shadow, we haven't seen the Dragon's Forge, we haven't even seen Kainea's parents.
When are we know they're coming in. They're probably going to come in the next.
Maybe the end. I have that feeling that they're coming in like the last 2 episodes.
The last 5 episodes are always the ones that kind of near the end.
Yeah.
They're always the ones that have mostly like battles and action-packed things.
The first is just like, let's introduce stuff. And they introduce like the main villain.
Let's introduce the Vermilion. Let's introduce the Time Twins.
They didn't have the Vermilion in the first episode though, did they? I think it was episode 2, because then that was when Cyrus Borg got kidnapped.
Episode 1 was just introducing the Time Twins.
Yeah. Okay. Talking at the end, not the beginning now. So the Destiny's Shadow, when do you think that'll be introduced?
I really think they're gonna go to this swamp at one point in the season, just because the Vermilion have been hiding there, and the Ninja have not gone there yet. But
yeah, and that's like the whole point of the sets. It's like they're in the swamp. It's like the swamp theme, basically.
Also, the Dragon's Forge looks like it's in the swamp.
I kind of feel like it's in the past, and that's what a lot of people have been speculating. The Dragon's Forge could be in the present too. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I also kind of think that the Destiny's Shadow will just be like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Maybe like Zane's Titanium Ninja Tumbler, where it barely got any screen time, and they're just going to be like, oh, this is a vehicle, blah, blah, blah. Nia made it.
Yeah, like you're so hyped for it. Like, it's probably kind of like Jay's vehicle. Like, you're so hyped for seeing it in the show, even though you know that it's like barely going to be in it. And they just do those sets just to make more money.
They make so many vehicles. It's like, how do they get the money? How did ninjas... I don't know. I'm going to make a video on that. Okay, what other sets are there? I'm trying to think besides Dragon's Forge, Dawn of Iron Doom, Desert Lightning, Destiny's Shadow. Oh yeah, there's that Vermilion Invader thingy.
Oh yeah. I don't really care about that.
I kind of think that that's going to be like the Stone Warrior vehicles, where they're just in there and they don't explain them. They just come after the ninja with those.
Yeah, and then there's one more, the Vermilion Attack.
I don't think that's even going to be in there.
Yeah, like that's probably just another part of the swamp that we don't even... It's just like, in the show they probably don't even... It doesn't even look exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just another set that looks good because it's...
Low price, easy way to get minifigures, basically, is what I think that's for. And they've already introduced the eggs, so...
Yeah, so...
Oh! Probably the most mysterious that we forgot about. Samurai VXL.
I literally just talked about that one, like... You know, I'm done. I'm just kidding. Alright, but really...
If Samurai VXL is going to be like a character that hasn't been revealed yet, and they're just going to be a samurai, then they have to make that car super fast. Unless they use a time blade, or I don't know.
To be honest, it's probably one of those other sets that's going to be in there for like 5 minutes. No, not even 5 minutes.
It's just going to be in there to be cool, and kids will want to buy it and stuff. Well, not just kids. People like, me, or adults, or I don't know. Whoever. Just imagine like a 90-year-old buying that set. He's like, oh yes! This is my brand new Ninjago Haynes Thompson.
No, he gets it. Oh yeah! Finally! The Samurai VXL! Now it's time to watch the episode with my set and play with it! After the episode.
If you're 90 years old and you're watching this and you're buying Ninjago sets and watching this show, good for you. Don't let anybody else tell you not to do it because you're being awesome and doing it.
Alright, but in all seriousness, that's it for today's video, guys. We have nothing else to think of because we are idiots. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.
We're not idiots because we like Ninjago. If you like Ninjago, then you're not an idiot. If you don't, then I don't know.
You guys enjoyed this video. Wait, are we ending it?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys. Rawr.
Roar!
What was that?